All right, I got a video for you today from the Gutfeld Show. It's pretty crazy. We got a woke ambassador here who doesn't even understand his ideology that he's involved in. It's a pretty good one. We gotta check this out so we can actually see that these idiots don't even understand their own religion, which is kind of typical, actually. I mean, how many people out there actually read the Bible or read the Quran or read the Torah or whatever? All right, let's dive in.
At a Senate hearing, Josh Hawley and a former Biden flack delved deep into the roots of crime. Just kidding. Roll it.
Here's what you say we ought to invest in. Instead of funding the police, here's what we ought to invest in. We need to invest in programs that acknowledge the need for safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender nonconforming people.
I feel safer already. Just the idea that we would not invest in the police, but instead invest in the alphabet people sounds good to me. I mean, I feel like a burden has been lifted off of me. I feel like I can walk outside and not have to worry about crime at all.
What's two-spirit?
Well, look, I don't know exactly. You guys are pulling some interesting quotes.
This is from your report.
Yeah, you know, because when we think about crime, we don't think cops, prosecutors, or prison. We think of a cross-dressing crazy horse.
Yeah. This is this guy's own quotation, and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's like, he's got some interesting stuff up there. I don't understand that. And I think about providing support for the alphabet community instead of fighting crime when I think about crime. It's ridiculous.
Now, you might be asking, what the hell is two-spirit? No, it's not what Kamala Harris orders before she switches to wine. But maybe the guy who used the term can define it.
What is two-spirit? You say, don't fund the police, but do fund programs that create safe spaces for two-spirit people. What is? I just want to know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I honestly, I'm not completely aware of the language or the
spirit
spirit of how that was
report?
written. But what I'm telling you is that what
is a
advocate for-
two-spirit individual? I mean, really, this is your policymaker's playbook. You are the witness called by the Democrats on this committee, so I assume you reflect their views.
Well,
you don't want to fund the police. You want to fund safe spaces for two-spirit individuals.
This was his own report. He couldn't explain it.
Yeah, so supposedly this is his own writing, and I'm guessing that he doesn't know what two-spirit is, but he was told that had to be included in this. Or he knows that two-spirit is a thing that falls under the alphabet people category, and so he just included that, not knowing what it is. And then he gets called on it, and he's like, well, wait a second, I don't, yeah.
I haven't seen a Dem this panic since Jerry Nadler thought it was just a fart. Bring it home, Josh.
What is a two-spirit person?
I feel like I'm looking at a two-faced individual because you talk about reducing
Oh, no, sir.
violence.
You're looking at somebody who's
You're also
reading you
speaking
your
out
own
against
words, and I'd like to hear an
violence
answer.
programs.
Here's the answer. The answer is you don't have any solutions. You want to invest in gobbledygook and take away money from police officers who actually keep our communities safe, and when you're called on the record, you deny it. It's all there in
invested
black
in
and
law
white, and your
enforcement. We
record is
invested
there
in
in black and
community-based
white,
solutions.
and it's a
We
disgrace.
reduced
Yeah. This is par for the course with these progressives. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Oh, you're right. So why does two-spirit matter? Because it reveals what passes for progressive thought these days, a cut-and-paste operation, plagiarism among fellow travelers. And it explains how all these terms spread like monkeypox at a rollerblade convention.
I think they actually spread faster than that, which is pretty fast because, I mean, monkeypox at a rollerblade convention, whew. Man, that's some fast work there.
That's where it started. They take the latest term and they plug it in and press send. But not only didn't they write it, they didn't even read it. It's like a woke version of a Jesse Waters book. That's what Hawley exposed. Jackson didn't write the words he claimed to stand behind. He didn't even know the words. But hey, maybe the auto pen broke into his office in the middle of the night. But Hawley committed the cardinal sin when it comes to the left. He read their own words back to them, which made them look stupid. And there's nothing worse for a Democrat than looking dumb. Although I have to admit, they should be used to it by now. So why is it important for us to ask the left what they've said or written in the past? Because the press won't. Look at who's running for mayor in New York City. Now we hear that Mom Donnie didn't actually mean defund. You know he said it, but now that murder is back to being unpopular, it's like, hey, let's forget the whole eliminate the police thing.
This is another topic entirely, this Mom Donnie thing. I mean, I'm not going to go too far into this digression, but Mom Donnie is Muslim. 9/11 happened 24 years ago in what is probably the most important city in the entire world. You know, London used to be the most important city in the entire world once upon a time. It hasn't been for a long time, but look what they did. They put in a Muslim mayor. Now 70% of the population of London is foreign born. You kidding me?
Gavin Newsom, now that men and women's sports isn't the virtue signal it was supposed to be, he acts like he never backed the insanity and depends on the press to back him up. And for years, Dems pledged free health care to illegals, but now the right's calling them out and they deny it. So explain this.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay.
I got to see that again.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay.
I don't know what the government plan is. I wish I did know exactly what that was, but I'm sure coverage means welfare, etc.
Ouch. Don't you hate it when the past shows up to mock the present? But I get it. These hacks built their careers on placating radicals with empty rhetoric. But now they're being exposed. Still, you know who I really feel sorry for? Not the politicians. They already have jobs. What about all those high school and college kids who don't have jobs yet, but embrace the woke mob posting things on social media that make them unhireable to companies? I mean, would you want to hire someone who posts pictures of their family and bowling trophies? Or someone who only posts free Palestine flags, BLM posts, and Dylan Mulvaney squatting over a clamshell?
Making your life this political fight, that can be rough for you when it comes to employment, especially if you feel a need to express your opinions and your thoughts and your ideas while you're at work. So I hardly ever use Facebook. I know I have a private account too, so the only people I invite there can find me and see what I have to say. But then I don't post anything anyway, so this is such a cesspool. But that's the only social media I really have. I mean, you could count this YouTube channel, but not really.
So it might be smart to show this clip of Hawley to your college-age kids. Ask them, do you think you could explain the terms that you so freely throw around on Instagram? Do you even understand what socialism is, what defunding means, or who Charlie Kirk really was? And how does a two-spirit fight crime, actually? Hawley revealed what happens when you ask basic questions. The whole woke front collapses like an IKEA bed when Rosie's breaking in a new vibrator.
And it's true. We saw this to a much greater degree with the Ketanji Brown Jackson. What is a woman? I can't define that. What are you talking about? Okay.
Come on, man.
I'm making a
my
point.
mouth was open.
Because wokeism was never an intellectual movement. It's a copy machine. It spreads because nobody reads, nobody asks, and nobody dares to say, wait, what the hell does that even mean? Is this making anyone's lives better? What the hell is pansexual, an Asian massage parlor?
No, pansexual is somebody who's attracted to pans. Obviously, cooking pans. That's what that is.
And they don't dare ask because they're too afraid of losing status. So they went with the flow, and now they look absurd. It's why Trump won, and they lost. They embraced two-spirit, and we broke their spirit with our very own words. Let's welcome...
All right, so then it goes into tonight's guest and everything. I'll leave a link to this video down in the comments so you can find it and watch it for yourself. Now, what is a pansexual? Or not pansexual, a two-spirit. We got to find that out. All right, so two-spirit. Let's type that in. Here we got the Urban Dictionary. Two-spirit. Two-spirit is a gender identity. If someone is two-spirited, their body simultaneously houses both a masculine spirit and a feminine spirit. This idea originated with Native Americans and can also mean that they fulfill both gender roles. Charlie is two-spirited. It's so hard to keep up with. So Gutfeld was right when he said it was cross-dressing crazy horse or whatever.
We think of a cross-dressing crazy horse.
The term two-spirit comes to us with a rich background of history and importance. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, very, very important to make things up. In contemporary times, with the advent of lesbian and gay liberation, Two-spirited means Aboriginal people who identify themselves as gay or lesbian. Oh, why did I say gay or lesbian then? The terms gay and lesbian are European in origin. Oh, so the term two-spirited is preferred because it is more culturally relative to Aboriginal lesbians and gay men. When Europeans came to Turtle Island, they brought with them their religions, their values, and their way of looking at the world. This adversely affected Aboriginal communities in many ways, including our sexual expression. Over time, we have come to believe that two-spirited First Nations people are disgusting and perverse. We learned that before colonization, that to be two-spirited was a gift, which had promise and potential. Two-spirited people were respected and honored. They were visionaries and healers in our communities. We have rediscovered that we continue to have a spiritual place in the world. I have a question. If these people were expressing promise and potential somehow better than the general population, why didn't everybody just be like, oh, I'm two-spirited? Why was it rare or non-existent even? Because this is probably all made up bullshit. Aboriginal culture is recognized for its emphasis of balance and harmony in all of creation. No one element, force, or impulse dominates the others. The term two-spirited originates from the First Nations recognition of the traditions and sacredness of people who maintain a balance by housing both the male and female spirit. Some of our elders teach us that two-spirited people have a special place in our communities. We believe that two-spirited people have specific duties and responsibilities to perform. Oh, that might be why. Okay. These include counseling, healing, being pipe carriers, visionaries, and conducting oneself in accordance with our belief that respects all life. Based on historical evidence that comes from recorded material, out of 99 tribes, there were references to gay culture in 88 of them, of which 20 made specific reference to lesbianism. Among the Crow, for instance, two-spirited men were responsible for cutting down the tree which is used for the Sundance ceremony. Coming together in the urban setting has allowed us to look at our sexuality from political perspectives, which allows us the re-empowerment of two-spirited people. Organizations such as Two-Spirited People of the First Nations have been founded and give vitality to the vital role which two-spirited people have within Aboriginal communities. Through the decolonization process, we as two-spirited people are striving to reclaim our traditional positions within our nations and are taking our rightful place. Okay then. Yeah, it sounds like gobbledygook, really, because we don't have those traditional practices anymore. A lot of them have been lost to history, and a lot of them we've discovered are unnecessary, right? So I don't know what to tell you. Stop living in a fantasy land. Stop making stuff up, and, again, don't be woke. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next video.